Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today's story is a wild one. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, two of Hollywood's most talked about former couples, were recently out with their kids when things took a dramatic turn. Believe it or not, they were pressured by paparazzi to share a kiss. Yes, you heard that right. Despite their breakup years ago, the media can't seem to let go of their past. Stick around because this story is about to get really intense, and I guarantee you won't want to miss a second of it. Before we dive into the details, make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the latest celebrity news, drama, and behind-the-scenes stories. We cover it all, so don't forget to click the notification bell to stay updated on everything happening in Hollywood. Alright, let's jump into the main event. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner were once Hollywood's it couple, but after their highly publicized split, the two have made it their mission to stay on good terms for the sake of their children. Despite their romantic relationship ending, they've maintained a strong bond when it comes to co-parenting their three kids, Violet, Seraphina, and Samuel. And while that's been admirable, the public, and more importantly, the media, just can't seem to get over the idea of these two stars being a couple. In their latest outing, Ben and Jennifer were simply trying to have a normal family day. They were spotted leaving a trendy restaurant in Los Angeles with their children. By all accounts, the afternoon started on a positive note. It looked like just another day out for the family, as they enjoyed some time together, possibly grabbing lunch and catching up amidst their busy schedules. However, things quickly spiraled out of control the moment they stepped outside. If you know anything about LA, you know it's nearly impossible for big stars like Ben and Jennifer to go anywhere without attracting attention, and on this particular day, they became the target of paparazzi in full force. As soon as the family exited the restaurant, they were swarmed. Photographers immediately began taking pictures, shouting questions, and doing whatever they could to get the former couple's attention. This isn't unusual for Hollywood stars, but what happened next was shocking and unsettling, even for veteran celebrities like Ben and Jen. The paparazzi took things to another level by shouting for them to share a kiss. That's right, the media actually started calling out, demanding that the two share an intimate moment for the cameras. Some paparazzi were even heard shouting things like, "Just one kiss, for old time's sake." And, "Come on, give us something." Imagine how awkward and uncomfortable that must have been. Here are two people, simply trying to enjoy a quiet day with their kids, and now they're being badgered to put on a public display of affection. And this wasn't just a one-time shout, the calls for a kiss persisted. Multiple photographers, some who had been covering the family for years, continued to press for this highly inappropriate and personal moment, all while their children stood by, witnessing the chaos. Let's talk about how Ben and Jen handled it. Both of them are seasoned pros when it comes to dealing with media attention. Over the years, they've learned to manage the constant spotlight, but it's clear that this situation was different. Sources close to the scene reported that Ben looked visibly irritated by the paparazzi's behavior, and can you blame him? His primary focus was on getting his kids into the car safely and away from the scene, but the paparazzi were relentless. It's one thing to have your picture taken, but it's another to be badgered into doing something that you're not comfortable with, especially in front of your children. Jennifer, on the other hand, maintained her usual composure. Known for her calm and poised demeanor, she didn't engage with the paparazzi and kept her attention on her kids. Eyewitnesses say she focused on getting everyone into the car as quickly as possible. You can imagine that behind her calm exterior, there was likely some frustration. Jennifer has been vocal about her desire to protect her children from media scrutiny, and here was another moment where the privacy of her family was completely disregarded. While both Ben and Jen made it clear they weren't going to give the paparazzi what they wanted, the tension in the air was palpable. One onlooker mentioned that at one point, Ben seemed to grit his teeth in frustration while holding the car door open for his kids. Despite their obvious discomfort, neither of them lashed out at the paparazzi. They simply continued doing what they came to do, being there for their children. This brings us to a broader conversation about the relentless pressure celebrities face, especially when it comes to their personal lives. Ben and Jennifer are no strangers to the tabloids, but this moment serves as a stark reminder of just how invasive the media can be. It's one thing to speculate about a celebrity's romantic life, but it's entirely different to publicly demand that two people, who have chosen to remain friends and co-parents, engage in a romantic gesture just for the sake of entertainment. What's especially concerning is the impact this kind of behavior has on their children. It's no secret that Ben and Jen's kids have grown up in the spotlight, but that doesn't mean they're immune to the effects of such invasive media coverage. Imagine being Violet, Seraphina, or Samuel in that moment, watching your parents being harassed by grown adults with cameras, all for the sake of a headline. Jennifer has always been fiercely protective of her children's privacy, and she's been known to speak out about the challenges of raising kids in such a high-profile environment. In fact, she's previously shared that she goes to great lengths to shield her kids from the media frenzy. But incidents like this make it incredibly difficult to maintain that level of privacy. It's clear that no matter how hard she and Ben try, the paparazzi will continue to push boundaries, and unfortunately, this latest incident proves just that. As the family finally drove away from the scene, you could see the relief on their faces. According to those who witnessed the moment, Jennifer immediately turned her attention back to the kids in the back seat, likely trying to reassure them after such an intense ordeal. Ben, visibly frustrated, was seen shaking his head as they pulled away, clearly upset by the media's overstepping. It's a harsh reality for celebrities like Ben and Jen, who are trying to navigate their co-parenting relationship while raising their kids in a world where their every move is scrutinized. And while they handled the situation with grace and maturity, it raises questions about the limits of paparazzi behavior. Where is the line between public interest and invasion of privacy? Should celebrities, especially when they're with their children, be subjected to such intense scrutiny and pressure? One thing's for sure, this incident only highlights the importance of respecting boundaries. Whether or not the public wants to see Ben and Jen share a romantic moment, it's clear that they're focused on their children and maintaining a healthy co-parenting dynamic, and that should be what matters most. That's all for today's video, everyone. What do you think about this incident? Should the media back off and respect Ben and Jen's privacy, especially when they're with their kids? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you have to say. If you enjoyed this video and want more juicy celebrity updates, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. We're always bringing you the latest in Hollywood news, and you won't want to miss out on what's next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.